Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sambhu from Cloud Tech. Today we'll talk about how we can connect the private EC2 instance in AWS. Okay, guys. And for this today agenda, it's kind of how we can create like a Jambox or maybe in Bastion host, right? How we can create in AWS. That's what our today agenda. And for this today's demo, I have already talked about in VPC session like this architecture diagram. So let me explain here what I am going to do here is in this diagram. If you see right here, I have one public subnet and one is the private subnet. In public subnet I have that API, and private subnet I have the kind of app or DB server, right? So if you want to talk or if you want to do SSH to a particular this private subnet EC2 instance, right? Suppose if you want to try like something from here, if you try here to SSH, will that allow here? If you try here SSH from here to directly from this is SSH client to direct to this EC2 instance with that private IP, it will not allow because there is a no public IP, right? So you cannot do that. This is not possible actually. So this is not possible. So what the solution here is, like if you want to communicate this private EC2 instance, then how you can connect, right? So there is a way to connect. So what we need to do here is the concept of Jambox. So what we have to do, we have to create first Jambox or Bastion host, which Bastion host have like private and public both the IP available, and from this Jambox private or public IP which is available in this Jambox, right? By using that public IP, first you have to connect to this Jambox. Then once you connect that Jambox, right, then from the Jambox you are able to connect that private EC2 instance. So let me show you that in AWS console how we can do that. So let me go here. So first let's go to the VPC. So for more details about VPC, guys, I will recommend please have a look my VPC session. So there I have a demo, like explain each and every component about the VPC and with the hands-on. Okay, guys. So today's demo I will use the default VPC. I am not planning to create any VPC. So this is the VPC dashboard. I have one default VPC which is 408. Okay, and in the default VPC I have couple of public subnet. So like six subnet I have. Okay, and all the subnet have their different CIDR range. If you see here, starting from 16 and 0 16, then 32 48 64 80, right? So from 0 it is starting, then 16 30, like every 16 16 is adding, right? So and this is all are public, and there are different availability zone. They have deployed this. Okay, guys. So what I am going to do here is like as per this diagram, right? Architecture diagram. Those whatever subnet is available is kind of public subnet, right? We don't have any private subnet, right? So let's create the private subnet and with the private route table for this today's demo. Okay, guys. So what we can do here is let's create one private subnet. So in the default VPC itself. So like I told you, right, it's starting from 31.0 to 82 we have seen, right? So now let's add 16 more. So private update something, any name you can give. So as per, and the preference anything you can select. So let's select first one itself, and here let's give that 96. Okay, guys. Why 96? Because that subnet, right? Whatever subnet we have, if you see here, right? Still 80 is there, right? So next will become that's 96 only, right? If you add that 80 to 60, right? So let me show you that. Yeah, last is 80, right? 80 plus 60, so 96, right? Again, if you want one more subnet, then 96 plus 16, right? So then it will come 96 plus 16. Like this you can add, so 112. Okay, guys, something like that. Next subnet will come. Like that we have calculate the CIDR value. So I have already demonstrated about how we can calculate CIDR value, all these things, how IP address basically it is calculated, all these things, and what all IP basically it is reserved for a particular CIDR, right? So in the VPC session I have already deep details I have explained. To more details about you guys, so you can have a look that. So let's go here. Okay, I'm already creating here. So let's create the private subnet here, and then we need to create here default route table is already there, and in the default route table, if you see right here, let me show you that quickly. So we have the internet gateway which is communicating over the public, right? This is the way we can communicate, right? Apart from that, this is the another local subnet, right? But here internet gateway is attached, right? So in this route table, so what we are going to do, we are creating route table which will not expose any internet gateway there, no public access. Okay guys, so private route table, something like that, and select the VPC here and then create it. Once you create, let's associate the subnet here. So edit subnet group, and let's select the private here. Okay guys, so this is done. So now route table, this all are done, right? So now what we are going to do, we'll launch the EC2 instance. So let's go to EC2 dashboard, and do here is I have already instance, right? So let's terminate this instance, not required. Let's launch instance here. So first we'll launch the like Jambox, or maybe we can launch that Bastion, right? So Bastion EC2, something like that. Let's select the features here, and T2 micro, and then key pair we can select that existing key pair I have already created, so that one I am using. So if you want, you can create another key pair also here. And then coming to this network selection, so let's select the default VPC, and here we have in the US East 1A, right? Here we have two availability zones. So for this one, let's select the public one subnet. This is the public subnet, right? Because other one is the private subnet. So let's select the public one and auto assign IP, right? Since it is a public, so we'll do both here, like public and private, both the IP should be there. So since it is a jump box, right? So and let's, I have already security group, so let's select the security group. For more details, you guys can refer. I have already demonstrated about this security group also. You can refer that. So kind of jump box launch is done. So it is in progress. It will take some time. Meantime, what we can do, either we can launch one RDS instance, or maybe how we can create our database instance in the EC2 instance, right? I have already demonstrated, like if you want to install MySQL on the EC2 instance, or any RDS database if you like to install, right? So I have demonstrated those in my previous session, so you guys can have a look there. For this today's session, I will just launch one EC2 instance to the private subnet, and then we'll see how we can connect that. Okay guys, so let's launch one more EC2 instance here. Let's give that DB EC2, something like that. Okay, and let's select here this one, keep here. Let's select this one and edit the internet gateway here. So now this time we launch the EC2 instance in the private subnet. Okay guys, and it's auto assign disable, it's automatically disabled, it is not enabled, right? And let's select the same security group here also, and everything is same, only this does change here, the auto assign IP, because public IP we are not exposing here for the private sub instance, right? So and private instance we are launching to private subnet. Okay guys, so let's launch this one. Our instance, both the instances are ready here, jump box. Okay guys, so if you see jump box, so initializing, so let's connect it. Here we have that, see this public, here we have public IP address and private IP address, right? And we have launched this. If you go to the say networking, right, you will see that subnet, what subnet we have launched, US East 1, right? But if you go to that other DB EC2 instance, right, which is in the here. If you see, there is no public IP address actually. If there is no public IP address, then how we can connect, right? That's the interesting thing. By using that jump box, whatever we have created, right? By using that only we can connect this private instance also. So this is how we can create the jump box. So let's see if we can able to connect also the private user instance. If you see here, and this is the private subnet we have deployed. If you see here, this is the public subnet we have deployed. If you go to the networking, and this is the subnet IP. Okay guys, this is the public subnet, right? Okay, so let's connect this instance here. So how we can connect? So let me show you that. So it is connected. So let's here upload that PIM file also, so that we can connect that is because if you see here, right, in our private EC2 instance. So let me show you that we have created with that PIM file here. Let me show you that here is no public DNS IP address, right? And this is our security group, and this is our key, right? So this is the key I have uploaded here. If you see here, that key is uploaded. So either you can VI also, and you can copy and paste also, anything is fine. And for more details about mobile extreme, how we can connect, so you can refer my previous video also. Okay guys, so here what we can do, SSH hyphen I check, so to user at the rate, and then we can use that IP address here. So let's go to instance here again. This is the private IP, right? So let's select this private IP. So permission deny partition, bad partition. Okay, what it is there, ls minus ltr. Okay, we need to give that chmod 400 the permission SSH key. So guys, keep in mind that point also. So now if you see, now ls minus ltr, now we are in 400, right? So if you see here, permission got changed, right? So now what we can do, now do SSH again. Now we are able to connect. See, this is the our private IP address, right? So 96 to 25, right? So let's see here, 96 to 25, right? This is the instance we have connected, right? So that's how we can connect that private instance from that jump box, and that's how we can create the jump box. But whatever we have created here, right, if you want to communicate to internet here, that is not possible. google.com, it won't allow you. Why? Because here as per in my VPC session I have explained, right, one more component about the NAT gateway. So the NAT gateway you have to attach to the public subnet, right? Once we attach to the public subnet for that private EC2 instance, right? Private subnet, right? Then only you can able to communicate if from this private subnet to over the internet. Otherwise, it's not possible. So more details about how we can associate that NAT gateway with this public subnet for the private subnet, right? You can refer my VPC video so that you will get clear idea. Then you will able to communicate, talk from this private EC2 instance to over the internet also, right? And one more thing, let me show you that directly we'll try to SSH. So let's try SSH also. This IP address. Okay, guys. So let's try that. Without jump box, just try EC2 user. Okay, and here we have to give our private IP. So let's select this one and let's try. It won't allow you because since it is a private IP, right, it won't allow you. It will throw an error actually. Let's see. See, it is not connecting actually. It will throw an error after some time. If you see, right, google.com 100% packet loss here. See, it is not connecting. Network connection timeout, right? So that's how we need that jump box, and this is how we can create. So I hope this session will helpful to you guys. And if you feel this video is valuable to you guys, then please do like, share, and subscribe my channel. That will really inspire to me. Okay, guys. See you in my next video. Chalo, bye.